Price action whispers, Fibonacci screams. Gonna make money, no tilted dreams. Clicking and scrolling every ticking line. Charts unfolding like a poet's rhyme. NASDAQ futures, don't waste my time. Green candles rise and let's climb, let's climb. On the edge of glory, trading in the night. Every candle tells a story, money's tight. No fear, no tilt, just the thrill of the fight. Price action, rule book, Fibonacci might. Sweating each second in the digital glow. Markets wild, riding highs, riding lows. Futures unfolding like a thunderstorm show. Let that profit rain, let me feel it flow. NASDAQ dreamers, don't give up, no way. Price charts got us every single day. Money on the line, no time to play. Fibonacci's wisdom, show us the way. On the edge of glory, trading in the night. Every candle tells a story, money's tight. No fear, no tilt, just the thrill of the fight. Price action, rule book, Fibonacci might. NASDAQ dreamers, don't give up, no way. Price charts got us every single day. Money on the line, no time to play. Fibonacci's wisdom, show us the way. On the edge of glory, trading in the night. Every candle tells a story, money's tight. No fear, no tilt, just the thrill of the fight. Price action, rule book, Fibonacci might. Riding the lightning of a million screens. Chasing futures in the markets unseen. Price action whispers, Fibonacci screams. Gonna make money, no tilted dreams. Clicking and scrolling every ticking line. Charts unfolding like a poet's rhyme.
Hey, good morning. Oh. Turn that down a little bit. Turn my volume down on my speakers. That's what I need to do. There we go. All right. Oh, January 23rd, 2026. See what's cooking today. I don't know why I keep looking to my right. All I have is my OBS over there. All right, well, let's just get into it. Get over to side panel. And here you go. So as we were climbing up, we're putting in these higher highs and these lower or higher lows, right? And then we made this drop. We dropped this guy. And then we started making lower highs so far. So we really need to push up above here if we're going to break this little trend. Now, we are making higher lows. Well, we were, right? Except for this guy. So it leads me to think that we'll come down. So today I'm watching. If we drop this, yesterday's low, then it could be on. And I might grab some puts and just hold on to them. Try to hold on and shoot for, I don't know, a couple hundred points. We'll see. We will see. A lot of lines. But that's what I see. You know, you see this kind of move up like this, and then it stops. And then you start to see this kind, right, as far as the base goes. So, you know, feel like John Madden. You know, you got this and this, and you got these guys running in here, da da da. Yeah, and then next thing you know, you got it all over the place. So we will see how that plays out. All right. Stream elements. Bot is running. Yeah, who cares? I don't know if you guys can see that. Good morning, Ravine. Sorry about that. I didn't even see your text up there because I have a big old thing. It says, welcome to chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Couldn't see anything past that. Here, let me bring this down so it's kind of eye level. There we go. That's a little better for me to see. Okay, so you can see I got some new little toys. I put TCS down here, little, you know, he'll probably fail today, but we'll give it a shot. Put him a little more up in front. Bot Suite up here, Gunslinger up here. I got my new little emblem going. Kind of shows today's economic events. 9:45, we got a, you know, high flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI. We have University of Michigan consumer sentiment at 10. And also the CB leading indicator. This actually needs to be up there. I got a little glitch in my Giddy up here, and I got to figure out what that is, but it is what it is. But the bias is short, meaning, and you got a little drop down or little helper there that says the short, we're closed. The last close, 5-minute candle, was less than the 20 EMA, and the 20 EMA is less than the 50. So there's a bias short. We're also below the London mid. So the midline between the London high and the low. So we're below that. So there's another little, okay, that's why I get a little short symbol up here. We're inside prior day's range. I have to check that and validate it, but oh, there you go. There's the numbers. 739 and the low is 483. We're at 573. So we are in between it. No, we're above it. 571. If the prior day high was 539 and we're at 571. See, this is why I got to confirm this one. I don't think this is right. So let me check that. In fact, I can just check that real quick because I got prior day highs and lows on here. Okay, so low is 483. Here I'm checking it as we go. It's 483. And the high is 739. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, we're in between. My fault. 5, not 7. Okay, so we're right in between. I still got 5 minutes. And then ATR expanding. The ATR 14 compared to the prior bar. I have a 3% kind of threshold that kind of says, we're just chopping. And it confirms on the 5-minute close. So right now it says ATR is expanding, which you can always, ATR is always going to be expanding in the morning, right? So anyway, that kind of explains my context, market context. And then here's the economic events. What I'll do is I'll just hide that, and it just shows that, hey, there's flash manufacturing in 9:45 and 19 minutes. And then I'll get, since it's a red label, red event, I'll get a countdown. When this thing goes at 9:44, this will turn into a countdown. At least that's the thought. That's the way it's supposed to work. I've only seen it work once, so no guarantees. Other than that, that's about it. I'm playing. I need to, here, let me make sure these guys, oh, I forgot to do this morning. Let me just make sure these guys are all on. Oh, he was off. Good. I'm glad I checked. This has been part of my, I got to do it in my morning ritual. I haven't done. Okay. Last one. All right, and he's on. He's ready to go. He's got economic events. So I may get rid of the economic events on this guy and get rid of this crap and get rid of the time. Mainly get rid of a lot of this shit. I do like the today's trades, but anyway. All right, so you're on. You're not going to fire till 9:32. That's good. Okay. And I like 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. Everybody's at 10. Okay, so I will be switching at some point. So as an example, oh, great. Now they're all mixed up. TCS, bot suite. I'll change this one over to the bot suite, and I'll watch him in the first few minutes, and then I'll switch over to my trading. I also have TCS on here. So that's automatically changes. There's the TCS symbol. Later I'll actually get rid of, or later I'll actually have the bot suite. I'll have its own little emblem also, just so then I know what screen I'm on. So there's the bot suite, gunslinger. How about Mr. Fibs? Where are you? Here we go. Oh, I want my fault. I want the bot suite first. All right, so we'll watch him. That's this guy here. He's the pre-high low 2 minute. There we go. And I'm actually going to hide a couple of indicators, things that I got going. Ravine, maybe I will trade only after 8:45. It's not a bad play. That's why I'm Ravine. I don't trade. I'm trying not to trade fair value gap. Hold on one second. Like, I'm letting my bots trade, and that's it. So the bots can trade. Bot suite. Yep. So the bots can trade, but that's it. I'm trying to do that for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Or maybe half hour. I don't know. All right, so here we go. 5 seconds. Good luck. Let's do it. There we go. There's open. It looks like we're going to go for the high to begin with. All right, there we go. Nice little win to start with. $81. Yeah. He got his 35 points. And just to keep him going, if I don't mess up here. Yeah, I was going to bring him way up too. I'm going to turn him off so he doesn't take another trade. Because if he comes down here, it'll go short. And I'm not necessarily wanting a short right now. All right, there we go. In what software you set up the bots? Which software? What do you mean? I use NinjaTrader. So this is NinjaTrader. And I made them via, this is my software. This is my indicator / strategy system. All right, so we got above today's pivot, which I don't have on any of the charts. But today's pivot was 617.25. We have the bear zone, which would be the next target at 25.7. 25,700. We did close above the 5 and the 20. So, you know, if you're playing a system, which it's kind of tough to take it in the first few minutes, but we did close above the 2 minute right there, above this one and above this one. So really a guy could have taken, just depends on how accurate or how fast you wanted to play, but there's this guy. Let's switch to him. I want to practice switching. So there's Gunslinger. There you go. He might just get taken out real quick, but basically because I got 25 points stop on him. And it's an arbitrary number because his stop really should be down here at 595, but I don't want that big of a stop. There you go. So he got stopped on this first try. It happens. He's down 140. Yeah. Okay, so let me get back to Mr. Fibs. There we go. This is why I didn't want to take this guy, leave him on, because if he drops below 590, he'll go short. So, yeah, so I've used NinjaTrader, and this is my software on the bots. I made them. All right, let's get something going here. Let's check. On SPY, we got pre-market low at 687.18. I'll be watching that, see if we drop that. Our pre-market high at 690.39. That's the other one. So right now we're just kind of holding. Yeah, ES. Ooh, I'm gonna watch that one today. Let's see, are we in the 5-minute range yet? Nope, we got one more minute. I gotta decide here. Let me do this. Let me duplicate in new tab. Thank you. There we go. Okay. I just want the 5-minute NQ for this one play. And so far it's a red candle. So I'm going to take my Fibonacci, start from the top there at 625 and go down to the bottom, which is right now at about 587.25. Well, it's going to go a little bit lower. So I got to wait for this 5-minute to close because it may reverse on me. And then so far the target down, if we continue down, will be 25,561. Oops, I didn't even have him over here. There we go. Okay, so once again, just like yesterday, we have the 21 EMA, the 5-minute 20 EMA, and the 1-minute weighted right at 590. It's crazy. All right, we got a new 5-minute. So the low being at 585, we dropped that and we could go a little bit lower. We could go down to that target of 25,559. I will wait for this close below the 20s and 21. If we get it, then I will look for the short. 6 seconds. All right, we got it. I'll try for. Okay, so we've got some support down here. Probably going to get taken out here. Let's see. What's my ATR right now? I should probably have that. Yep. All right. Let me put an ATR on here real quick. Okay, so we have a support zone from 25,559.50 down to 25,524. Okay, so we got the bounce up. The height I would look for is around 626. Would be the 61.8. 50% is 619. Man, tough going here. It's really not my area that I'd probably, you could probably would have went short there. Damn it. We could just come right back down or right back up. Should have took that 50% up there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in. Come on, baby, get down there. All right, I'm out. I was only expecting 559 anyway. And at that point, I want to take a long. 559. Believe it or not, I'm going to try to not catch the bottom, but 559, actually 556. What did we get to? 62. So I think we might come down a little bit more. That was a good little tap of the 20 there. A good retest. I could have taken that for another 16 points. 20 points, right? What could I have gotten there? 86? Yeah. That would have been 20 points. Oh, I'm right there. I'm going to, oops. Can't do that. Here we go. I think we're going to come back down. I'm going to try right there from 85 and try to go to 59 or go to 60. Actually, I'm going to go right there and then I'm going to go 61. I'm going to try to buy one there. So what I'm going to do is, oh, I can't do that. I'll try the buy and I've got roughly 52 would be my stop. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. I'll give it a shot. All right, let me go ahead and lock some in. Come on, baby. Get on down there. Get down there, 63. What do I got? 85. There we go. Give me 75. All right, I'm going to lock in 10. Just because. I'm looking for 63. No, doesn't matter what I'm looking for. All right, I'm going to put my buy stop. I got a 10-point stop, so if it comes and takes me, it takes me. Actually, no, not after that. Let's see what happens here. We might get a bounce at around 62. We could go as low as 52, and that'd be my stop. What I'll do is I'll put a buy up here, and I'll try to bring her down. That's always dangerous to do. So I'm looking for a bounce at the 38.2. The 38.2 based on the 5-minute candle is at 560. Okay, I don't want to buy up there. Get rid of that. And maybe that was close enough. That's a possibility. All right, so another close back above, and I would have to think about a long there, but may not be an option. There you go. We're just taking off. It didn't even got close to the 38.2. Didn't tag it. Sucker. Don't be a dick for a tick, right? I missed it by 3 points. 2 points. But that's all right. I'd rather play my play, and that was my gameplay. So now I'm looking for close back above. We got to close back above the 2021. I call it the 2021 because it's the 5-minute, 20-minute EMA and the EMA of the 21 on the 2-minute. So we got a very small central pivot range. Remember to keep an eye for flash in 4 minutes. There you go. I get a little countdown right now, down to 3 minutes. Oh, can't go below the market. I don't know why it does that on the first trade, but I'm going to go to stop to break even. Actually, I'm going to bring him up a little higher. There you go. Don't you get up there and take out all of it. Yep, should have went long right at VWAP there. That was the play. If we come back down there, I'll probably take it right around 20. But we're getting ready for the flash, so let's see what happens. Come on, stop him out. I want him to stop out because I want him to take more trades today. We picked up a couple $100 on that one. Gunslinger has lost 2, so he's done for the day, I think. I didn't realize that. It's going to happen. Going to have winning days, going to have losing days. Okay, he stopped out. That's kind of good. Just because the next trade, we could get another 20 and 40, and maybe it'll go straight there, and I don't have to play with it and mess things up. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch my little emblem there and make sure it works. So we're down to 1:30. The countdown. We're coming back down below bottom control, which is 25,611. Top control, 25,623. Typically, those are my bull bearish lines in the sand. In fact, I need to put that on my little emblem too. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. All right. So flash in 56. I want this to be right there. So, but anyway, flash in 51 seconds. So it's working. Maybe just not in the right spot that I want it. I want to take a picture of that so I remember, so I know where I need to move it to. So I'm going to sit on my hands here. Okay. Okay, 3 seconds. There we go. News data. Boom. Boom. There we go. See what happens. Play it out. Yep. All right. So far, non-event. We're right at the pivot, the daily pivot, 25,617. Okay, I can get rid of Fibonacci's. There we go. Okay. I just set something up on my opening range low, London low on ES. So ES, we came down and took out the London low On NQ, we did not take out the London low, which is at 25,540. Back down to these guys. To the EMAs, 21 and the 20. Let me get some of my coffee here. Oh, whoa, whoa. $5.99. Yep, that was a good short. Not bad. Okay, I'll take a short below 578 if we get there. Basically, we've crossed back below the EMAs, and that's the low point of that candle. So we actually did a London Ray, but I think NQ's got to get below that. 25,540. We are below the midline of London at 25,632. Let's see what happens here. I'm not thrilled with this short, but it follows my trade plan. It follows my plan that I'm trying to make. Morning, Michael. You here today? Test 1, 2, 3. How's my voice? Is my volume good? I always have a problem with the volume. Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. That's probably better. Okay, ATR is up at 30. I got a 10-point stop. That doesn't bode too well for me. Yep, good morning. All right, TCS next play will be a short. Long's done, short is ready. If he's going to take one, it'll take a short. No guarantees he'll take it. It's not a mandatory play. We stayed below. We closed below the EMAs right here. So I could actually move my entry up to the bottom of that guy. I'm not bearish and I'm not bullish. I'm cautious. And right now we're just doing a little choppy chop. 15-minute low would be below that previous 15-minute, which is down at our session low, 25,562. So 580. If I take this short, man, my stop would have to be 15, 20 points. Okay, we're above the session midline. Oh, actually, I'm not going to change that right now. But I'll make sure he doesn't come on next time. So we're back above. Here's the thing. Right here is the bottom control, 611. Top control is around 624. Those are my bull bear lines, typically. 611.75 and 623. We get above here, 630. I'm probably going to have to take that long. Oh, got to get rid of this one first. And I'll shoot for 20 points. Again, not real, confident on that short, but I mean on that long. We basically need to stay above. Well, we got three things going for us right now. We're above the 20 on the 5-minute, we're above the 21 on the 2-minute, and we're above VWAP. Or we're trying to stay above VWAP, I should say. VWAP is right here. You can see this little line, which I'll put on this chart eventually. And you can see this is just a mess. Let me, there, that's probably a little better. But that's just a mess. We're just not going anywhere. So that's why I'm not too thrilled about this long, but it's my trade plan, and we're in the heat of the battle right now. I mean, volatility doesn't get better as the day goes on. It's only going to get worse from here on out. We could be waiting for the 10 o'clock news, right? Next is University of Michigan sentiment in 6 minutes. There we go. Get out of the way. So our bias is mixed as far as the long on the EMAs. Okay, getting ready to maybe take this long here. Could probably get out a couple more points if I wanted to take 28, but I don't want to. And it could be they're waiting for the University of Michigan sentiment. Nope, there you go. I'm in now. I'll bring my stop down. Realistically, it should be about here. That'd be 20 points. Give it a shot. I'm targeting, well, for right now, I'm just targeting 20 points. And I got 5 minutes left for the sentiment. If I don't get something soon, then I'll probably take it off. So we've got a 5-minute inside bar playing out, which the 5-minute, not a real big fan of. So I'm going to divide these up. I think that's number 1. And that's number 2. So I'm going to bring him up and bring this guy back to where he was. I think his stop was right about there. There we go. If I wasn't in a trade, I'd switch over to him. We could still do that. Bot suite. There we go. Here's him. So he's up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in some. There we go. You go, boy. I also got hit on my target. And I'm going to go ahead and take this stop right up here, take some money, and Bot Suite is happy. He's up 15 and 20 points, close to it, give or take. So now he'll be on automatic, his points wise, whether he gets the other 40 points, it'll be just based on the system. And the stop out for him should be break even, I think. I don't remember what I have it set up for. There you go. Not a bad deal. So let me go to Mr. Fibs. There we go. You can see he took his profit right there. TCS is up. Bot Suite's up. But Gunslinger, he's down. He might be done. Let me just check him real quick. Gunslinger. Daily point cap, 40. Yeah, I should have saw that right there. Gunslinger's inactive. His status is locked. He lost 40 points. So I'm going to abide by it. It is what it is. You can see he stopped out of his target 2, or his entry 2 anyway. So that's all he's going to get today. And we still have the 15-minute to play out. He won't take another long, so he might be done today. We'll see. Okay, so my entry was, I think my entry is around 30. I got 20. 20 and then 40. So if I got in at 30, it should be about 70 as the next target 2, which is normally I would take 2 contracts, 20 and 40. There you go. Okay, I am also going to be playing ES today. And I'm playing ES on a, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. Right now I'm calling it a London fair value gap play. Our London fair value gap, I think is the name. So I am just waiting for that. We're trying to get above opening range high. You can see right here. And they're going to power up through that. Oh yeah. Wow. Look at that. There you go. SPY, what are you doing? SPY's moving up. Took out the previous. Good chance SPY's going up to, let me check out SPY calls here. Get on a pullback. I'll wait for a pullback now. Let's see. Just get you ready. Okay. So I'm going to wait for a pullback on SPY down to right now around 688.17. So buck down. That's the kind of pullback I need. All right. So definitely would have gotten, you know, if you would have played this little system, which is the, you know, we close above. Look at, you could have played it a couple times, right? Let's just play the 25-minute EMA, right? We got to close above right here. You could have taken this long, you know, really aggressive, 630, and, you know, hardly taken any heat, and you could have gotten your 20 and 40. Right here, a close below. Again, being aggressive on the 636 candle on Ninja. You could have taken that short there from 585. You would have got 20 points. Okay? And then break even. Then on the move back up, you got this one. Finally got to close there. Again, being aggressive. 620. 639, 639.75. I think 640. Let's see, the high 640. There's 20 points. That's all you need. Would you have gotten high tick? I doubt it. You probably wouldn't have got it. But okay, take the win. Take it at 30. Take it at 18 or 15. You would have got something. Go to break even. You're stopped out. Back down. Same thing. Here, you close down below. Your short would have been right here. Well, you never exceeded it, so you never took it. Came back up. Right here. Right there. You could have taken that long. You would have got hit on this candle. Not that one, because that one never exceeded it. Okay, you would have got hit on that candle. So let's just say we went up and came back down. 630 down to 617. 13 points, right? But 20 and 40. At 630, that's where I took the long. I went for 20 points at 650. Boom, got it on this next candle. Another 20 points on top of that. 670, where are we at? 670. Right here. You would have gotten it on the within 2.5 minutes. You're up 60 points just on this trade alone. $1,200. So you would have gotten 1,200, 400. So there's 1,600. Okay, let's call this one 10. Or break even. Or hell, let's lose 20. So now you're at 60, 80, lose 20, 60, didn't take the trade, and another 60. So you're up 120 points, $2,400, and all you're playing is the 5-minute 20 EMA close above. That's it. Why aren't you playing that? That's the question. It's a simple little strategy. It's a simple little play. There's not a whole lot of thinking. I don't have to think very much. We close above this, I go long. Above the prior wick. Or above that wick. The closing wick. Okay, go above. Bam. 40 points, 60 points, 60. We close below, 20 points. I'm at 80. We get up. Okay, this one, it was probably pretty damn close. When I get that close, I'll take it. I'll take the 15 points or the 18 points or 19 points, whatever I can get. Who gives a shit? Right? But I'm not even going to count that. I even said you lost that. So you're still up 60. This one never triggered. This one comes back up. You do it again. 60. Boom. And you're still going. You could even just said, well, screw it. I want to let that runner go. You could do that. Follow him up. So instead of taking the 40, move him up to 100. Right? From 630. And then put your stops here. It's simple. It's just simple. Put your stops at the prior candle. So when you get above this one, here's your stop to stop. When this one closes, this is your stop. When this one closes, this is your stop. When this one closes, this is where your stop is right now. So right now, until that candle closes, my ruler, I got in at 630, right here, right where I did, and I would have 49 points locked in. Okay, and I've got 2 seconds. So now I'm going to move my stop up real quick, right to there. So 49. I'm up 65 points. Right, locked in. Locked in. They can't take that from me. We're holding at the midnight open. Another good place to kind of put your stop right below it. All right, you just got taken for 65 points. Plus your first 20. So you got 85 plus 60. I'm counting this one as a loser. 65, 85 plus 60, 140 points. Michael, we'll see you tomorrow. It really is that easy. And if you're complicating it, don't. Oops, I forgot this guy. He will have to take a short, so he's waiting for a short. He can't do anything. Mr. Phibbs, what are you trading? Mr. Phibbs. I'm trading 3. Okay, so 3 is 30%. Right? So 227. Still waiting for a pullback on SPY. So 227 is the same as 0.3, right? So it'd be $700. Oh, yeah. I have my I just look at Sim 101. That's what I'm using as my copy trader, and it's up 715. So there you go. Makes sense. Just playing the one contract, right? The one mini, not even playing the double. Okay, so now we got pretty far away from these guys. So what are we doing? We may either just go sideways, do a little flagging. I'll try to fix this weekend, try to get these guys out of the way a little bit. Well, actually, just a midnight open. If he would just line up with these guys, I'd be fine. But there you go. My signal long came out. I don't even know when. And it said, long is the play, baby. So bias is long. There's the bias signal. The London, you're above London. We're still within the prior day range. And the ATR is still expanding. It'll go to caution when this stops expanding. Like probably now. And no more news events are upcoming. There you go. It's too bad Gunslinger was the only one. I mean, but if I would have relaxed his, which I can't do, but if I would have relaxed his things, he would have taken this trade right here at 64. I can tell just by looking. And I don't know what the ATR was at 10 o'clock. The ATR was 28 points, so he would have taken 20 points here. So to 84, right in here. And I don't know if he would have taken this one. He definitely would take this one. So he would be in along right now with his stop 25 points. So 703. So let's call it 675. Yeah, he would be down right here at the bottom of that wick. So he would have knocked out half of that. But I got nothing right here. We're in the bear zone. The bear zone at the bottom is 25,700. What do you know? The resistance is 25,700.5 up to 25,735. So right to here. Oh, what's right above that? Yesterday's high. So 739.75. Not much to do now. Hopefully everybody didn't take off. Okay, so ES. Michael, I'm watching that 5-minute gap on ES. Right around 69.4125. So 6,941.25 is where I would look for a long on ES. We basically, 905. That's, let me see, 945. Okay, so we came down below the London low and came back, went back inside, and now I'm just waiting for a fair value gap tag. And anything within 3 points or so is I consider good. So I'm going to play 1, 2 MESs. I might go up to 5. I don't know. I'm still testing this thing out. So it looks like we're going to go. I'm going to go ahead and take it and say, let's buy right there. I'm going to buy. Very choppy start to the day. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, 20 points. That's why. Ooh. Yeah. My stop will be around 33 or so, 32. And my target will be 20 points from there. So 941, so 961, believe it or not. Okay, we're at VWAP on ES. SPY came down and hit where I wanted to look for a long, but we'll see. Be right back real quick. Got the heater going, fan going. I had my heater going underneath my desk. Man, that thing was freaking baking. All right, I took a long on ES at 69.41.5. Just a couple. You can see the points right here. I got 2 contracts, but it's on ES, so it's not on NQ. I don't really have a way of showing it other than I'm in it. So, I mean, I can show you my chart, I guess, real quick. And here I am. So this is ES, and I took a long right here. I don't know if it's going to play out. Here's my stop. I'm willing, what am I talking? I'm in at 41. Let's call it 42. 10 points. $5 a point. $50. I'm in it for $100. Right? That's my potential loss. $100 right to here. My potential win at 20 is 100 is 200, right? So it's almost a 2-to-1. I think there's actually a risk reward. Yeah. There you go. So there's my risk reward. Let me see if I can make it look prettier. Anchor. I don't know what my opacity is. Oh, 100%. So it is as best it's going to be. Yeah. They're all 100%. So there, that might help. Again, just little strategy I'm playing around with. I want to see if it works or see if I've got it right. Basically, I'm just going down to the prior 5-minute candle as my stop. All right. So there you go. That's a ES trade. And basically, I'm just going to kind of set it and forget it. You know, unless we get down around 11, 12 o'clock today, and, you know, before I cut the stream off and I'm up 15 or 20 points, then I'll take it off. I think this is set up for a 2-to-1. Yep, risk ratio 2-to-1. Oh, there you go. All right, Michael, I hear you. All right, so not so good a day for Gunslinger. He's down 47 points. Ended up 292.80 down. Bot Suite so far, he's taken 15 and 20. Bot Suite, he's up 214. And then TCS, he took the one trade at 22 points. And then I put my second up here around 26 or something. So TCS is up 210. I'm up 190 and coming down because of my ES trade. SPY's coming down. I need it to hold 688.24, looks like 23, or that's not going to be so well. Okay, ES is currently down around 3 points, and NQ is up 20. So there's nothing to do here except for wait. And, you know, if you wanted to play, for me, I got to wait for a move back down below the 21 EMA, or hit a tag it, come up, and then I'll take the long above it. Other than that, I got to just kind of wait. You know, depends on whose system you play or how you play, but you could do that, right? Control copy V, just do something like that and say, well, I always go like that. That would be where I would look for a short or look for the long. You know, one could do something like this and say, well, there's your flagpole. There's your move up. We didn't get close enough. Unfortunately, this guy it might just play out that this guy comes right like that and it looks like he tagged him, but we didn't. So I can't play that. But we are moving ahead on, let's see, the 5-minute. Yeah, we came down to that gap fill. All right, we're coming up on the London high at 25,724. We just got above it. So we rated it, technically, as far as my system says, on NQ. But I'm not really watching that one. I want the London one. I want the ES one. And I can actually move my stop up on ES now to 935. And what do you know, on the 5-minute on ES, we came to the 20 EMA. What do you know? Okay, I'm watching 69.59. If we get there, I may just take off that trade. All right, we're getting above yesterday's high at 739.75, and we flew right above the bear zone. This could just be a monster push up. Well, at least up to, I think you're going to get some resistance around 830. That's where I see resistance. I like this new way of trading. I don't have to trade much. Monday, we'll focus on these guys again, the 20 EMAs and the EMAs, and playing that. You know, I could even just get rid of the 21 EMA, because that's a little more aggressive, and just say, you know, I'm just going to concentrate on the 20 on this guy. Okay, might be a good time to go to break even on that MES trade. 641, 69.41.50 is my entry, I think. Close enough. And we are now above yesterday's high and kind of holding. I didn't get down here. We didn't get low enough for me to take that. Otherwise, I would have taken that, or mainly taken this guy, right? Or probably a break above here, I would have taken that long. Just saying, hey, we came down to the 21, we hit it, we're back above this little flag, I'm long. Yeah, nice push. Beautiful. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, Gunslinger, he's, you know, you're going to take losses. That's the way it is. That's our game that we play, right? The game we play is winners and losers. I'm just here documenting my 3 guys here. That's all. That's the whole purpose of having this stream for me, right? Is the documentation and how these guys perform. And then if I can trade and make some money, great. I'll get a little more aggressive next week on my contracts. I'll probably bump everything up 1 or 2 as I continue to get more comfortable trading the way and letting the bots trade by themselves. TCS is up at 5 contracts, so I'm probably going to leave him there, because that way if he has a 50-point or 60-point loser, yeah, I can still recover. And I'm still able to trade and not have to go out and buy a bunch of evals. ATR still expanding. Wow. Yeah, 25.8 and 28.50. If you remember on that trading view screen, I had that trend line. And for them to go up and tag it is right around 25.832 from what I can tell. 830 area, let's just call it 830. and we get above like 840, 850, probably 850, and we, the idea is we get closed there. But just getting above this guy was pretty monumental. That was a big play for it to get up there. The question is, can it stay above it? We might dink around here, go down below, go up, go low, go up, and then take off again. ES is coming back down. I really don't want to get stopped out, so I'm going to sacrifice 6 points times 5. I'm going to sacrifice $30. That's my stop. ATR is at 28. We could be waiting for IB, right? This could be our IB right here. And we could do something like where we come down and then we blast through IB. Or come up, hit IB, reject, put in a higher low, and then take off. One of the two. I mean, it's early still. 10:30. So this guy's locked out. This guy's waiting for a 15-minute inside, which we got 46 seconds, which this is a pretty big candle. So on the 15-minute, the bottom of the 15-minute is right here, 673. So 110 points up. We could get a next one is 15-minute inside bar. And then hopefully we get the play out. That would be good for me. No guarantees. All right. I think I can turn that fan off now. Hopefully I wasn't bothering anybody. You're done. Oh, 747. What? Huh. All right. I could see that. I don't like it, but I could see it. A little scalpy. Little flag break. All right, just a little slow now. Session high, IB is in play. The break of IB, 763.50. Sometimes I like to look at my screen on YouTube just to see what it looks like. Like, I don't like how the scroll bar looks. It's kind of jittery. Specials, here we go. But I can't pick that. Oh, there we go. Turn it to white. Let's see what white looks like. All right. Still kind of sketch. I don't know what anti-aging is. Opacity, 100%. If I turn that down. Yeah. I don't know. So much. So many things to configure. Background opacity. I mean, I don't even know if I have any background. Oh well. Yep. So we got above IB. I'm playing around, wasn't even watching. So 770. Oh no, IB was 763. Wow. Bears last stand was 770. Should have taken that IB break, 763. I haven't had real good luck with IB last few months though. But obviously it worked today and worked a couple days ago. I think we're back on the IB trail and the IB play works. Well, I'll wait and see if we come back and retest it, and I'll maybe take a long from there. See, ES is powering up. I'm going to go ahead and, but we didn't make a new high, and Q made a high, but we did not. Yeah, ES, dang you. Nice little flag on SPY. Could have bought the bust out at about, well, even if you got it at 689, wouldn't have been bad. So I would consider a buy right here. But don't know if we come back that low. Basically, it'd be a retest of IB. It's not the best trade. I would call it kind of like a C grade. I'm watching ES, which is this guy here. I can show that trade. That's one I showed earlier. I moved my entry from here up to here. It was down here for my stop, 633. And my target was 6150 because that was 20 points for my entry. But like I said, I may take it off at 59. If it gets there. Don't even know if it's going to get there. If not, I'll take the stop at 44 right now. But we're on the 5-minute chart. I'll probably just play maybe 2 back. So as this one closes, I'll move up to this guy. And I'll just keep moving it up 1 candle every 2 candles up. If that makes sense. Okay, I'm not so fond of that trade. We have a gap, at least on the 2-minute. I don't know if the 1-minute. All right, so bear's last stand is 770 based on posty pivots. Not much to do or see here. It's a little slow motion. I'll stay on till at least 11 a.m. where he'll lock out and he will lock out. No, he won't lock out. I got to wait for the 15-minute inside bar. Where are we at with that? Not going to happen on this one. So if it happens on the next candle, which will be the last one before 11, then I'll stay until that trade finishes. So up $100 now on that ES trade, 2 MESs. I mean, what's that? 10 points? Yeah. All right, so here's that move back down. I don't know what the 1-minute gap is. I'm not seeing those for some reason. Fair value gaps. I think I turned them off. Yep, I did. Sometimes I turn off some of my indicators just because it's just too much info. I got too much info. Right? Yeah, I don't know why you're taking so long because you got really nothing in you. But apparently you do. There we go. Probably too many days is the problem. So ATR is finally contracting now. We didn't get down to the initial balance right here. That's where I wanted to take a trade. And that's what I was watching for. There was a 1 minute gap at 770 down to 759. That's what I was worried about, that we were going to come down and bottom get that, and it was going to take me out. So I didn't play it. And there's the big move up. It would have been a nice play. I'm going to move my ES stop up a couple ticks. Really, literally a couple ticks. I actually need a nice, it'd be nice to get a nice strong candle. Hey, baby. Nice strong candle here on the 5 minute for ES. Yep, I just printed that out. Cat. Then I can move my stop up to 948. That'll at least lock in 7. 14 points times 7 times 2, 14 times 5, $90. Roughly, give or take. I'm not even today, so I'm pretty proud of myself so far. I haven't tried to erase Gunslinger's negative. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it go. Look, I'm taking a deep breath. Just as I said that, that's how much it usually bothers me to have that negative account. But I got to grow. I got to let it go. Say, you know, I'm okay with that negative. Well, I'm not okay with it, but I need to just not say I have to have everything green before I go. That's why everything's the same color. Yeah, but if I could just bring this guy up a couple $100, that would increase this one by a couple hundred, whatever. Looking for 69.48. Okay, still looking for about 830 would be a good resistance point on that trend line. I would like to get that kiss of that trend line. If we did, then that might be a game changer. We'll just have to see how that plays out. Okay, we got a new 15 minute now. Here we go. Okay, so really I should try to lock in that second candle, but if I did, I would almost have been taken out there at 648. So I'm going to put him in at 648.25. And if I get taken out, I get taken out. And that'll lock in, let's just call it 7 points. $35, $70, big deal. It was more about the point of the execution of the system for the ES trade. So that's why to me, these points don't really matter a whole lot. It's more about the execution of trading a system, of this system, right? And the entry was right at this fair value gap on the 5 minute. And it did what it needed to do. And it did what it needed to do. And I executed when I was supposed to. And now it's just a matter of, can it get to target? And my targets are 20 points. 2 to 1 would get me in around 58.75. And I guarantee you, if we got up there, I'd put my stop up here to 58 and say I'm good. So that's kind of what I'm watching. And it may not do it while I'm streaming, right? It may be after the fact, but that's the way it is. Okay, IB was a good play. It was a play. I don't know if it was a good play. It's kind of a C setup, but you can play it. It does work out half the time at least. Earlier today, I discussed the 20 EMA, the 21 EMA, and those are the plays. I think I'll do a little video on that. And I'll probably just use the 5-minute 20. It's not a bad play. And it seems to be a winner. So, all right, we're at 69.54, getting really close to that 59 target, or 59 2-1 based on my stop at the time. But 61 is the number I'm after. 61.50, matter of fact. We were up at 790, trying to bust up the 800s to 830s. Look at the separation between, man, I knew I should have took that fucking SPY long. Look at the separation of between the two EMAs. That's a good indicator right there why, if you're long, just hold on. Just hold on. I could put this guy just right there. There. A window within window, picture in picture. It's actually a great idea. That sounds like a pretty cool indicator. Mr. Fibs first. You heard it here first. Time to stand. Okay, I got a all right, almost got up to that 59 I was looking for. The high 57.75. I definitely could go up to here. I'm up 130. So I should probably at least go to 51. 50. I don't know if I want to go there, but we'll see. I want to do a little, let me do something here. Come on, baby. Get up there and get me at 61.50. Because, you know, next I'm going to play the minis on this thing, if this thing works today. I mean, that'd be 800 bucks right now on just one mini. The goal was 1,000. We almost got to that 59. Come on. There we go. Come on, baby. All right, I said I would take, if we got up to 59, well, I'll just tighten it up a little bit more. Get up there to 54. But I think I've proven what I needed to prove. I mean, we got up within 60, within a point and a half of this guy. That's good enough for me. Right? I think I said I would take my stop up to 58 if we got to 59. I think I'll do that. Sure would hate to get wicked though, too. I'd love for him to hit 61.50 just for the point of it. So I'll just kind of wait. We're only talking a couple of MES contracts too. I mean, I'm not too worried about it, but it's more the point. All right, I'm going to say that's good. Come on, get up there and get him. Nope. I'll lock in 59. Okay, so we got up to 820. Looking for that 830. Ravine's looking for 850. Oh, come on, baby. All right, 61.25. Close enough. I'm going to call that a success. Because I guarantee you, if I was up 1,000, I would have taken 950. Would have been fine. I don't know if I would have gotten it, but oh well. Still, good trade. Good little trade. Michael, we'll talk about this in a little while. I'll tell you what I found out by looking over some things yesterday. If you're interested. Yep. I mean, we're definitely bullish. Can always look back at this and say, man. Let's look back at yesterday. Same scenario. And let's just look. Let's just play it bar by bar. So let's go to 9:30 open. Oh, that's today. All right. Oops. Oops. And say, okay, here we are. Let's just play. I'll get rid of the 21 EMA. Let's just play this guy. Okay, so let's say you don't take any trades before the open. So this would have been a good trade right here. Yeah, not that good. Oops. Yep. Okay. Actually, I want to take that off. And let's crunch this down till we get 10 points. All right. So here we are. There's 930. I might have to stretch this out a little bit to get some more definition here between everything. We'll call it like every 5 minutes. Okay, so we're right now at 928, and there's the open. So we have a close right here. So I would say, well, the rule is, if this is super aggressive, let's just see how it plays. You could say, I don't have a take a trade till 9:45. Okay, that's fine. But I'm going to say, let's go right here and play that. And then say, okay, if we exceed that, I'm going to take the short. So we exceeded it. And 71 came down to 64. So not even 7 points. My system usually is a 10-point stop. So 81, we're out. So we're down 20 points. Okay, we close here. We could say the same thing. Well, I'm going to take the short if we get above there. Now, what we don't know is how fast this went. So I'm going to say 61. Well, I would have to say we lost. It's tough to say. I don't know how the 1 minute candles play out. But you could have played it. If you did play it, you're down 20, 671. You got 20 and you got 40. And then say la vie. Okay, we closed above it. Do the same thing. What time is it? 10:35. It still falls within our 11 o'clock trade plan. And you would take that long, anything above that. The high is 633.50, so I would have taken 634. Did we get there? The high, 633.75. No. But we got hit there. So now we're long. And we would have been below this guy. Probably would have got stopped, I'm guessing. I don't like to cheat on my theories. So you would have got stopped out. Let's say you come back up and you say, oh, well, I'm going to take it again. I feel pretty bullish. I think we're going to go up. Okay. So you jump back in. You're aggressive. 34 to 54. Didn't quite get 20. Well, we got 20 there. So now you're long at 34. 74 is what you're looking for. Oh, got stopped at break even. You're out. You got 20 there. We close below. You could say, well, I'm going to take this. Okay, so you're short at 611. Your stop is going to be right here at 34. 24-point stop. 611. You want a low 611, 91. And you got stopped out. So not a very good play yesterday. And you're past your 11 o'clock deadline, so you might not have done very well yesterday. All right, that's the way I do it. I just check it. I'll go back through and keep replaying it. So maybe not so a good day yesterday, good day today. Not so good yesterday. All right, let me get out of here. I think I'm going to go ahead and record some data. Gunslinger first, minus 47. Suckerfish. So minus. Looks like he's not going to have the best month this month. But that's okay. It's going to happen. 0-2. Okay. And then I'm going to do TCS is next. TCS 1-0, 22 points. TCS still on a roll. 22 points, 22.5. And 1 win, 0 losses. And Bot Suite, I'll wait for him to finish up. So we've hit that trend line on the daily. I think this will tell a lot. The Friday, the 16th of January high is 891. You get above that and we're going higher. Okay. So what is this? This is TCS. I got Bot Suite. Let's open up that one. And Bot Suite. Friday. 15-minute has yet to play, but he got 20 points on that one and 15 on that one. So the Bot Suite ended this week. I'll do that one first since that's the last one I'm on. Oops, hold on. I got to delete that. Today's the 9th, or this was the week of the 19th, right? Yep. So let me just update some stuff. The week of the 19th, January 19th. Okay. Now I'll take a picture. Okay. So this was the Bot Suites week. This guy. What he did this week is Monday, he had 45 points, 95 points on Tuesday, lost 45 on Wednesday, won 75 on Thursday, and 35 so far today. We're still waiting on the 15-minute. So far he's up 200 points, 4,000. If you're playing micros, all right, 400 times however many micros. All right. There's that. Bot Suite. I'll leave you open just because I need you later. This week's summary. So this week, let me just figure that out real quick. How did he do? Because I don't have a summary for him. Equals this guy plus that guy plus that guy plus that guy. There we go. So TCS, obviously it's going to be a rocker. Oops. TCS, this guy over here, this week, 398 points. Not a bad week. 42 on Monday, 106 on Tuesday, 119, 108, and only 22 today. He basically went undefeated on 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 trades, going 11-0. Wow. He's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-day win streak. Wow. Okay, yep, he started out rough. He lost 50 points, lost 65, lost 60. But since then has been kind of a rock star. Total trades 35, winning trades 28, lost 7, 13 winning days, 3 losing days, and 16 total days of trading with an 80% win rate on the days. And a 80% win rate overall. Not too bad. not too bad. And then the last guy, Gunslinger, he had a rough start too. But today didn't help his matters much. He was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-day win streak, and it came to an end today. Let me just update that to 7. And take a picture. And then Gunslinger. And I'm pretty sure all these trades were shown live on YouTube. Just for the record. 95%. I mean, I'm not trying to bamboozle anybody or anything. Just saying. This is what it is. It is what it is. I can't make it up. I mean, he's not having a great. His win rate right now is 57% so far for January. He's only got 98 points for the month, which is not great. But, I mean, 100 points, $2,000. He's still positive. $200, MNQ, whatever. But today he went 0-2, and he was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-day. Oh, no. He lost that win streak here. I'm sorry. That's a 6-day win streak. He lost it here. That's a loss too. That was yesterday. He lost 6 points. 6.775. So anyway, there's that guy. That's what he's done. 49 trades. Only won 28 of them. Lost 21. It's a momentum trade. So if there's not momentum in the market, he's not going to do very well. I need to keep track of my trades too. I will eventually. And I can get rid of him. And I can get rid of TCS. And just got to keep on the bots. There you go. That's a summary. Thanks, Michael. Ravine. That's all I got. It's past 11 o'clock. Everybody's locked out. Bot suite still going, but he's locked and he's locked. So I'm locked. But I like the setup. I like the format. I like everything I'm doing right now. I'll just keep it going. All right. Ciao. Get out with the disclaimer.
Riding the lightning of a million screams, chasing futures in the markets unseen. Price action whispers, Fibonacci screams, gonna make money, no tilted dreams. Clicking and scrolling every ticking line, charts unfolding like a poet's rhyme. NASDAQ futures, don't waste my time. Green candles rising, let's climb, let's climb. On the edge of glory, trading in the night, every candle